Welcome back to Hacking EdTech for Student Inclusion. Today, we'll be looking at how to optimize the web-based app Pear to create a learning environment that is engaging and open and accessible for students. First, let's review our essential questions that are inspired by culturally responsive pedagogy and universal design for learning. How are you integrating student voice and student interest into curriculum and instruction? What are multiple ways you are setting up the environment and creating activities to engage and include all students? And how are you providing student choice to express and demonstrate their knowledge in multiple ways? Let's keep these questions in mind while you watch this short tutorial. Pear Deck is a slight extension that allows instructors to deliver both live and asynchronous lessons. Does that provide a simple way of inserting a variety of questions to help your students during lessons? You can make sure that you add this app to help you engage into your students. As you can see, it will appear here that you can create your own Google Slide account. The best way to do this is start with a presentation that you already have. So if you haven't already uploaded a PowerPoint into Google Slides, go ahead and modify using Google. And once you've done that, you can go to individual slides that have questions on them. Here you can create open-ended questions on it, which will allow your students to provide quick responses. Later, I'll be able to view all of these responses in my own instructional view. On this slide, I'm asking my students to circle the point that makes the most sense to them. So of course, I select the draw option on Pear Deck. And again, my students have an opportunity to respond directly on the slide. It is easy to go into the presentation part and pick multiple ways of slides that can be engaging. Of course, you have an opportunity to explore a little bit more so that you don't have to use this example here. I can enter multiple choice slide options in which I check students for understanding on standard-based questions during the lesson. And further, I can also use open-ended questions to assess my students' learning on the most important learning objectives for this lesson. As you can see that I have tried to make some very clear instructions. However, this is also an opportunity for me to create an asynchronous, in-person, live on Zoom audio option for my students. This will allow to provide your own commentary in your own voice that is familiar to your student at the pace and challenging them in this new asynchronous lesson plan. So this was to give you an idea of what Pear Decks look like. It is fun and it is flexible learning tool. And using this app, you can ensure that your students can be fully engaged in learning through active participation and sharing their authentic voice. So go ahead, try out Pear Decks.